long are you guys going to be upset with me? What's up with that graphical issue? Unrest 1. All because of the estate loyalty. So this went to the lessers. Yeah. Both of these went to the lessers, so their loyalties... Wow, that's a lot of unrest there, buddy. Turmoil, plus 15. Oh, right, you were one of the provinces that had the turmoil event. And there it is. Revolt in 6 years. Make Scandinavia Norse again. I've actually done a campaign like that before. That was the Saga of the Titans with Bussi and Nigel, where I played one of the worst games with Norway I've ever played. It was atrocious. Had to keep getting the other two to bail me out. I was embarrassed. But now that colonists can improve development with Dharma, I'm tempted to try Norway again. Probably just vanilla though. Maybe I should play as Norway in a multiplayer game. That would also be interesting. Because at first I would be beholden to my Danish overlords. At first. Better centralization. Our administrative technology increases, it becomes possible to centralize further. France gets improved centralization to the end of the game, giving the following effects. Maximum centralization plus 5. Cool, so that goes up to 55. I'm only 5 away from being able to get stuff. That's really getting annoying. Go away. What is up with this? I'm going to restart the game, because that's getting kind of silly. So bear with me a moment, there's going to be a little bit of downtime. Not to mention saving the game takes forever. That's because I stopped compressing it. Hang on. Actually, do you want to compress a mod save? I'm not sure you do. Because I did this for the converter. It can't be compressed for a converter save. I'm going to say no. Right, let's try that. Wow, that is a big green screen fail. Yeah, the fact that it collapsed earlier seems to have caused issues. Because the two poles, it's basically a screen held up by two poles, and one of the poles just collapsed. So we're going to play. Continue. Mod should already be enabled. Poland's being split up by Russia and Brandenburg, and Bohemia, and the Teutons. I think it's mostly the Teutons who are doing the damage to Poland, honestly. Is that Versailles? Probably. Maybe Paris. I'm going to say Versailles. Oh, in your game. Okay. A soldier will... Woe to the conquered. Titus Livius. Right, let's do this. So I might need to set the priority again. I do. Right, priority set. Let's see if that issue is still occurring. So we were trying to see centralization, weren't we? There we go. That's better. So we're still getting 0.37. a month. And we still need another 5 before I can actually diplo-vassalize Artois. Papal concentrate meats. Only the most select. The last cardinal I got was that guy, wasn't it? Let me just double check something. Yes, I have already assimilated this guy. So if I click on, for example, you. Right, you don't actually count as a vassal right now, which is why these aren't available. So I will need to spend some diplo points to annex it. But I can't do that until my centralization's up. Are you saying the assimilation process is ongoing? Because I did notice that the subjugate subject thing is back. And I wonder if that's because they inherited somebody. Who was this? Basel? It's a part of Burgundy. Noble families feud. Violence among leading families within estates was never far from the surface. Often this instability could boil over into open conflict. The result was less than a full-blown civil war, but could immensely disturb the stability of a state. Try to settle it, or side with one family? I'm going to side with the one family, and I'm going to send one of my armies up to go and deal with their insubordination. Though I am losing money, but that's mostly because of reinforcements. Gonna take a break from your game. Ming is dumb. Triggered the unguarded border and they attacked me with +2 stab. Ouch. Wow, Calais fell quick. 24 days! Oh, it's because of one of my state forts and I hadn't unmothballed it. Yeah, fine. I just realised, while the lesser nobles are so upset with me, I'm never going to be able to I'm never going to be able to core these two, because they're forever going to have more than 0 unrest. Oh, it's going up. Super duper slowly, but it's going up. Burkers are generally pretty chill. The lesser nobles hate my guts. -12 loyalty shift. There does seem to be very little I can do about it. I guess I could bestow privileges. Would that be the way around? Yeah, it would. Gain loyalty. There we go. That's how you would bring them back into the fold. Relaxation of levy obligations. I mean, I do have a lot of manpower. I definitely don't want to do that. And that one I actually want to reduce. I'm going to relax their levy obligations a bit. And from you, serf conditions is available again, which I really want to trigger. So I feel like I might need to do the same to you. Ceremonial officer posts, that's going to give me a significant reduction to my discipline. And quite a lot of corruption too. Unfortunately there are no favours that I particularly want to give you. Because I don't want to pay you money and I don't want to do this one either, because it's actually really sodding expensive. Although it does get paid out in time. I'm going to give you a privilege, I think. I'm going to give you the officer posts. I'm immediately going to demand your support and say improve surf conditions so we can get that population growing again. If you like looting, if you're a horde with 6 military skill leader, you can unlock building pyramids with their skulls, which kills like 1/8 of the province's population. Okay. Yeah, my maximum manpower went down by about 6,000. No, more, 8,000. That's fine. I can handle that. Two and two. You're actually going to be out of your ratio soon. And there we go. Victory is mine. Where's my naval force limit? I could get a bunch more ships if I wanted to. Siege of Calais is over. Excellent. So we can deactivate you and send you back to Lyonnais and also turn off maintenance again. Still losing money. I suspect that's because of all the devastation that we still have, because we don't seem to be reducing this at all. I assume that devastation goes down through other means. So these two have lost it now. Although the tip of Brittany never had it. Yeah, I think it's going down. Devastation must be locked in place while you have mild province trauma. At least 5 years to overcome population wealth growth will be slightly stunted while the current levels of province trauma remains. Province trauma increases the risk and severity of famines. Ah, and that's one of the other provinces that I needed to core, so it's just Castellana now. So how long is your unrest anger thing going to last? Turmoil. 2 more years. Okay. I feel like I've not seen any automated construction happen for a long time. Do build roads. Be nice to see how much money there actually was. Oh, because I'm not sending you any of my budget right now. Okay, that would be why. I don't remember turning that off. I must have at some point. Probably when I was angry at constantly being in debt. But that would explain why no roads and things are being built. And I'm still not making money, so I still don't want to divert money towards it. Cash has definitely been the biggest issue during this playthrough. Benign neglect in Tolzan. I have no idea what that is. Tolzan. Here, where they produce dyes. Dyes is definitely a production thing. So I'm going to increase your trade value. Ah, I can call the last one. Boom. So once that's done, overextension will be gone, then I can look at our twat again. Although I'm still waiting for the centralization. 4 more %. I'd love to start drilling again, but I don't feel like we are in a position to do so. Okay, good. I'm not the only one that's taking so long to recover from this plague. We've lost the low manpower effects, which I think should earn us some more money, right? Because the low manpower is reducing our production efficiency. I'm getting very close to my budgetary minimum. Meanwhile, Venice is still wallowing in money. The Doge has a pool of florins and just dives in. Like Scrooge. Oh, no. Manpower low again. Oh, it's army tradition that goes down. Manpower recovery speed goes up, but army tradition goes down. So it must have just recalculated. Yeah, we're back up to 73,000. Somehow. Because that was 68 for a while. So autonomy must still be going down. And I'm making money again. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. What's going on? So I could demote lesser nobles again. Which would sorely piss off both the greaters and lessers. No, we're not going to do that. At some point I would like to revoke privileges peacefully, to get rid of some more of the autonomy. The only one I can do that to right now are the Burkers, and I actually kind of like where the Burkers are, so I'm not going to reduce their power. I like there being that kind of emergency raise money button without taking a loan. Even though in the description it actually says, pretend to take a loan and take a load of money. Well, what's my next target going to be? A new technology. Aha. With the uber expensive roads. Sure. And also the merchant's quarter. What's that? That. You think I have that kind of money just lying around? Ha! I'd love to upgrade that one, but don't have the money for it. I still haven't done the level 2 town here either, so I still can't build a university there. Yeah, I've just been really low on money throughout this entire game. Has meritocracy arrived on the scene yet? Anywhere? Nope. Renaissance is due in 8 years. National epic. Revolt. Oh, that's a revolt in my awesome province. Well, I definitely don't want the autonomy there, so screw them. It'll go away eventually. Our subjects have taken to telling tales and legends about Charles V, Le Sage de Louvois. The legend says that in France's darkest hour he will return to our nation and deliver it from evil. Regardless of the truth in the statement, we could use this in our propaganda. Costs me 44 ducats and I get a bunch of prestige. Do it. I like prestige. Yay, I have another cardinal. How am I doing in the elections? I think I should probably invest a little bit more. No idea. This is military. Nope, I want to make sure that I maintain as much of the military ideas as I can. Especially as this is another morale buff. And also super expensive forts. How much money am I making? 1.15. It's really not a lot. What I really need is another war with England, so that I can force them to cancel their embargo. Because their embargo is hurting me a lot more than my embargo is hurting them. They have negative stability, that's interesting. Morale of armies goes up. Bribe them artisans. Unfortunately, I don't really have any good way. Oh, actually, that's not true. I could go after their Castellan holdings. Which have got no forts? No legit ones? No. Naval ideas have become available, but that's another military thing. I think I'd like to finish off the standing army before I even start on naval. And I only took naval so that I could eventually get exploration. There's definitely a shortage of monarch points. I know at the start of the game I said there seems to be less use for monarch points, but I have a feeling that's because ideas and technologies are more expensive. It's times like this where I really wish that Speed 4 was a possibility. Once again, you're lying to me. What is it that changes so much? Because before it was the war reparations. I'm not getting any of those right now. Nothing, still. Monasticism, here we go. Men and women who felt a special calling gave up their secular lives and devoted themselves to their faith. There were many different types of monks, but during the Renaissance most belonged to the four orders. Augustinian monks farmed and devoted themselves to charity. Cistercian monks saw contemplation of God through splendid isolation in their monarchies, in which they produced everything they needed. Dominican friars travelled the land seeking out blasphemy and heresy, and Franciscan friars deliberately surrounded themselves by poverty in order to help others and preach repentance. Over time, some of these groups fell into decline, either due to theological division, losing their sense of purpose, or a lack of royal support. So I can support the Augustinians, which would give unrest reduction, production efficiency increase, or a manpower reduction. The Dominicans would give missionary strength and manpower reduction. Cistercians would give production efficiency increase and manpower. The Franciscans would give missionary increase, unrest reduction, or do not give support to any of them. I mean, the Cistercian ones definitely sound the best. But I do also remember that one of these events gives you more secularization if you say no to them. I think it's that one. Here we go. Monasticism up to plus 20%. Having monasticism changes church influence by 5. Having a province with monastic order gives plus 5. Giving support to the Jesuits gives up to plus 15. I think it's possible to go to negative if you don't give anything. So we're going to say, no. We're going to become secular. Monarch points seem to be a hot subject in the community. Saying too many or too few? And is that just a MEIOU and Taxes or generally in Paradox? I don't really read the forums and stuff. I know there was some discussion about Monarch points basically being in Imperator. Some things that cost Monarch points should honestly just cost money. True. Right, and church influence being high is bad, because that means that we have bigger reductions to production efficiency, tax modifier, and manpower modifier, so I want a low church influence with a lot of secularization. Although I suspect that my education system being Sunday schools will give a positive. Case comes before the papal court. You gonna bribe me? You are! 0.5 ducats. I accept. See, I'm cheap. As long as you're offering me anything, I'll vote in your favour. Unless, of course, the other guy is offering me more, in which case it will go against you. So basically the moral of this story is, offer me lots of money to be sure of winning.